A very good day to you, and we are gathered here this evening to witness the crowning of the King of Dragon Trail and the third Graveyard Series Skeleton King title. Look at the top three: Contagious, Con, and Rick, 29, 26, 26, going into the final race at Dragon Trail Seaside. Back to where we were for race one, and we're off and racing Contagious side by side with Rick, his main rival for this race, as they come down into the first chicane for the first time of asking. 4 laps to determine the championship as they all come through the pinch point. Con gets the better of Zambe as they come up the hill. Contagious on the inside of Troy. There is now a Troy in between Contagious and Rick. Contagious will be happy about that as he looks to come up the inside of Zambe, putting him off into the kick right. Gets that move done as they come 2 by 2. Ravana in front, Slayer in second, looking for a way around. Jonesy in third, Zambe in fourth. Rick and Con almost side by side. Contagious, something's happened to Contagious. He's back in 8th with ground to make up. Potentially a massive downstep in his chances of the title, as Con still looking away around Rick. The other 2 drivers with a shot at this title. Zambe with an outside chance on 22. Slayer still in second, still yet to get around Ravana as he runs a little bit wide. They run now down into the chicane of death for the first time of asking. 4 times they're going to run through here. 4 times they're going to be absolutely petrified and have to hold their breath as they run through and almost clip both walls. Zambe in fourth with the flash of the lights. Still hasn't fixed them. Troy in 8th. What a first lap. Contagious already up in 6th. Con, Contagious and Rick battling for the championship. Unless Zambe can get away from all of them, we come around for the end of lap 1. Who's going to come in? Who's going to stay out? Zambe comes in. Contagious comes in for the undercut. Con stays out. Rick Green stays out, chasing Con. Knows he has to make ground on Con to finish above him and potentially take the championship from Contagious as Slayer shuts the door on Jonesy. Con in 4th, chasing behind. Slayer gets it wrong coming out the hill and has to pull off and redress. Con now within reaching distance of Slayer as Jonesy and Ravana get away in 1st and 2nd. As we run down into this fast set of S's. Ravana from Jonesy, from Slayer, from Con, from Rick Green. As it stands, Con will finish above Rick, and as it stands, Con should be the champion coming into lap 2 of 3 in the track, based on track position. Con moves up into 3rd, leaves Slayer just enough room around the outside. Is this Con taking the title? Coming around with track position, drivers still yet to pit. Contagious in 8th with a lot of work to do. Slayer held up by Con a little bit through the chicane. Troy in 6th. We flick forward, Ravana still in front. Jonesy in 2nd, running the DQ because he doesn't take tyres this series. Con up the inside of Slayer. Slayer trying to get the run in that Mustang in the slipstream. Here we go. Drivers start to pit. The shuffle happens now. Ravana comes in. Jonesy comes in. Con stays out. Needs the open track. If he needs every inch he can get if he's going to win this championship. Still, based on track position, going to be the winning driver of the King of Dragon Trail as he comes into the chicane. Troy is now in 2nd after everyone has pit. He still has to pit at the end of 3. My lord, this is tense. Contagious has come out behind Rick. Sorry, other way around. Rick's come out behind Contagious, which means if Contagious can keep him behind him, Contagious will finish above. But it's all about what happens to Con, where he comes in and where he comes out. As the rest of the pack comes around, you can hear the excitement in my voice as my lights flash as we come down the hill into the fast set of S's. Rick needs to finish in front of Contagious at a minimum if he's going to take the title and take the crown of King of Dragon Trail. And we're waiting patiently to see when Con comes in. Obviously he's going to come in this lap, but where is Con going to come out? Rick and Contagious with 3 spots left to make. They almost come 3 wide into the hairpin. Contagious gets the run up the inside of Zambe. Slayer has to redress a little bit as Zambe didn't have the momentum. They come into the chicane of death for the penultimate time in the series. Ravana, Troy gets it a bit wrong. Contagious makes the move up the inside. A little bit of shuffling behind him, but the big space now between Contagious and Rick back in 8th. Slayer with the outside line behind Zambe. Another little flash of the lights. Con is in the pits. Where will Con come out? Con is emerging from the pits now. Will he have the momentum to defend? Ravana gets past him on the inside. Contagious right behind him. And with that, as it stands on track, Contagious has done enough to take the title. It all comes down to the battle between Con, Ravana and Contagious at the front. Contagious looking everywhere he can to get a ray around Con as Con places his car in the right spot to defend every corner. Relentless defending, relentless offense from Contagious. If Con beats Ravana, it's gonna, or Con comes up the inside, gets it wrong, goes wide, Contagious comes up the middle, and that should be it. But they still have, but yet, but ho, but what? The chicane of death. For the final time, Ravana in the classification lead, Contagious in 2nd, Con in 3rd. Slayer, contact on the wall. And unless all kinds of shuffling could happen around here, Contagious tap on Ravana. Ravana gets by, Con up the middle. If Con gets past Ravana, he takes the championship as they run down the final straight. It's so close. Jonesy DQ'd Con. Split seconds behind Ravana with Contagious in 3rd. Giving Contagious the championship. Ladies and gentlemen, the King of Dragon Trail. Contagious 187 after an absolutely electric final lap. Con almost getting the job done around Ravana. That would have tied the series and sent us to a race-off. There's the results. Here are the final standings. Contagious, the King of Dragon Trail on 36. Con, the runner-up on 34. Rick Reen rounding out the podium on 32. With DanZambe on 27. Thank you for joining us. What a phenomenal series. We'll see you next time for whatever comes next.